This is Ryan Concha. I'm with the City of Oklahoma City, and we're here to go over a project that is going to be done in the Belle Park at Northwest 63rd Street and Villa Avenue. Here we have CEC, the engineers, designers that are doing this, and at this time I'm gonna go ahead and hand it over to them to walk you through what impacts this project's going to have.
Awesome.
Here.
Thanks. I'm Erica Jones. I'm with CEC, and we've been selected by the City of Oklahoma City to provide drainage improvements for Belle Park. Like Ryan mentioned, that's at 63rd Street and Villa Avenue. So just to give you a little bit of background about who CEC is, we are a multidiscipline engineering firm. We are headquartered right here in Oklahoma City, right off the Kilpatrick Turnpike. We currently have 4 offices, 3 of those are in Oklahoma, and we have approximately 220 team members on our staff. So just to introduce you a little bit to our project team, I'm Erica Jones, like I mentioned, and I'll be your project manager, and I'll be working hand in hand with the City of Oklahoma City in order to come up with the design for the drainage improvements for this project. We have several different expertise and specialists that are a part of this project. We have drainage design, we have structural design, and we will have a little bit of utility design. So here's a project map of Belle Park with 63rd Street to the north, Villa Avenue to the east, and then the Imperial Terrace condominiums on the southeast corner of Belle Park. And so now I'm going to kind of jump into what is currently happening in Belle Park and the main drivers for the project. So there's approximately 23 acres of land that drain to and through Belle Park, and they drain through an existing drainage channel that starts at the northwest corner of the park and drains to the southeast corner of the park. And all the water is flowing to an existing drainage inlet that's found on the far east side of the park, right next to the Imperial Terrace condominium complex. And what's happening is this existing inlet is being overwhelmed by the amount of water that it's seeing. And it's backing up and eventually overtops the small retaining wall that is at the condominium complex, and the condos are becoming flooded. There's also, with the amount of water that's coming through the park, the water is moving fairly quickly, and it is eroding some of the ground along the existing channel. So in order to help alleviate the flooding that's happening at the condos and also to help with the erosion that's happening throughout the park, we looked at several different design options for this project, but the main driver for our design was we wanted to make the least amount of impacts to the park and also help protect the trees that are currently already in the park. So the design we ended up coming up with is we're going to input a new larger drainage inlet, and that will be just to the west of the existing inlet that we just saw a picture of just a few seconds ago. And there'll be a storm relief line that will run very closely to the existing line. And this storm line is 48 inches large in diameter, and it'll run on the east side of the park and then along the south side of the condominium complex. And it'll all drain to a new larger junction box that'll be on the southeast side of the condo complex. And then the water will continue into the existing storm system. Also, as we put in that larger relief line, there will be some sanitary sewer that will have to be relocated as part of the project, and that's on the south side of the condo complex. And as I mentioned, there is some erosion that is happening along the existing channel in Belle Park. So we are looking to put in a vegetated concrete block mat system in order to help with the erosion. And here's a picture of what that kind of looks like. They're basically square concrete blocks that are linked together, and they help slow down the water and they help protect the land so we won't see the erosion that we're seeing currently. And one of the benefits of the concrete mat system is that the grass is able to grow up in between the blocks. And so eventually over time, you won't actually see the concrete blocks anymore, and you can actually mow right over the top of them. So now that we've gone through the design that we're looking at, what does that mean for you? What is the next step? Where do we go from here? So right now, as part of the project, we're doing some community input, and that's what this public meeting is. And so we want to hear your questions, your comments, any ideas that you have for the project. And we'll have a little bit of back and forth as we have those conversations with you. And then we will edit our design and move forward to final plans. And then we're looking at construction in the summer of 2021. So with that, I'd like to thank you for your time. And again, we'd love to hear your questions, your comments, and we look forward to having those conversations with you.
Thanks, Erica.
Yeah.
This was enough information for everyone. We will get a link for any emails, for any questions that you can email us, and we'll be able to respond to you in a timely manner. With that being said, I hope everyone enjoyed it, and y'all have a good day. Thank you.